welcome back, everyone. Hello and welcome back. How are you all doing today? How's it going, Carcinogen? We're back. We're playing more Frostpunk. Oh my goodness. We had to miss a week, but we're finally back. Let's literally just jump right back in. So it's been a bit since we played last. Our trust is doing fine. Our tension is very high. Disease is an issue. We need to get this sorted. We need to get on top of the disease. So let's go ahead and let's take stock of everything that's going on here real quick. Because again, it's been 2 weeks since we played last. We are currently dealing with cold, looks like. Quite a lot of cold. So some of the VODs for Frostpunk are now hitting YouTube, and so I'm getting some comments back on things. And let's go test a couple of things here. So one thing was that output changes depending on temperature amounts. Which doesn't seem like that happens, but maybe once you start running time, no, it doesn't seem like that does anything. So we can continue until oh no. It does. Okay, so I think it's, okay, so it looks like when it's warm. So livable, chilly, cold, and very cold, and I guess even freezing, all have the same amount of output. But if we go all the way up to warm, we get a warm bonus of, what is that? 6.3? What is that? What kind of percentage is that guy? So if we're at 154, let's grab a quick calculator. It's an awkward number to do off the top of my head. So let's see here. 6.3 by 154. So it's about a 4%, maybe a 5% bonus that we get out of it. So it's not a huge bonus, but it is a bonus. And a bonus does matter. So we'll keep that in mind. So that does matter. I assumed, like, I do know it works. It's something that works here, right? Because we know that yeah, it's only what, 17 more. Because we know that if we go further down from like chilly into cold, it decreases a bunch because it yells at us. So that's good to know. So if we can keep things as warm, we should do that. So that's good to know. That's only warm. Livable and under are all the same. So we can leave these as chilly if we don't have enough coal to sit it at warm. It's not as efficient, but also we just don't have the coal. And right now, food is a bit more of a concern, right? So we can actually take advantage of that bonus right now. And even though it's a smidgen more, only 17 more. That's a good time to use that right now, because we are losing food, because it's 136 weeks until we're out versus 83. That's a huge difference. It's a massive difference in weeks. It's almost 50 weeks. So yeah, we should go ahead and we should have that be warm. So this does mean that we want to go and probably tighten up the housing districts. Probably want to go and start really filling in these empty voids so we can start consolidating the heat together. So instead of sprawling out this way, I really should have filled in this spot here to help expand the heat between each other. So that's good to know. We are still bonus 6 coal. I know we've been struggling with coal. What's going on with this? Boiling tension. Yeah, it's fine. We'll sort that out in a minute. Yeah, we got the full 50 weeks until that's a problem. Heatline towers, I don't think that's going to happen, right? Okay, we can actually do a thing, but Heatline Towers is, how many weeks? Yeah, 13 weeks. It's 4 weeks until that promise. That's not happening. We can try and pass this, which I think, yeah, it's already been researched. We've tried to pass it twice before, so we'll keep trying on the machine-centric shifts. Keep trying on it. Let's see, how's it going, Straw? Welcome back. Is there anything else we need to worry about? We only have 2,000 more deaths until we're in trouble, so the disease has to be priority 1. We have catastrophic disease issues. Too many people are dying. We only have one last round of the incoming groups, but they're showing up in 67 weeks. We don't have enough housing still. So housing and disease needs to be sorted immediately. We have enough prefabs for the moment. A lot of those are going to the IEC convoy. We have 150 weeks until we need to get that started. So we really only have like 70, 75 weeks, about half this time, until we need to have the, we need to have this bad boy online, the IEC set up. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Coal production out here. What's going on with coal? What's our limit on? We have 69 weeks left here. This one pulling anything? This one's completely depleted until we can set that up. We're working on that 4 weeks until that's done. Okay, so we have 69 weeks until our coal output is reduced. And there's another one over here. It's only 200 output per instead of 400. So it can't, it's not enough to supplement us. We're going to need another one. We do have a resource bonus here for emergency 50k. Need some more Frostland teams. Hey, that's another thing. So if we increase this to warm, do we get more? We do. Okay, so we do still get that bonus here too, and that's like super worth it. That's like super worth it. Okay, so that means, scroll out too far. So that bonus, that's huge. That's actually massive. An extra 7 Frostlanders. Okay, so these can't be chilly. These have to be warm. Yeah, so these we need to have warm, because it's an extra 14. That gives us so many more guys to run around. Doesn't mean we only have 40 weeks of coal until we're out. What's our coal situation here? We can scoot up and grab more coal from here. This hasn't been expanded, has it? No, it hasn't. We need to go and frostbreak this. We have frostbroken it. Is this expanded as far as it can? It can't be right. Does it look like it was frostbroken? Yeah. We already frostbroke that. I'm confused. Expand. Unstable terrain, yeah, that's fine. Shallow coal seam, that's fine. Weird, we had to put one here first. Oh, I get why, that makes sense. The game won't let you, have to have 3 expansion points to do the district size upgrade, and so it won't let us actually pick these until we've, because there's only 2 available up here. So we have to reduce the amount that we're playing with until we can do that. So we had to put one down here for that. Okay, I see. That makes sense. But let's go ahead and let's do that. That'll increase the storage on here, so we'll have more at our disposal. We'll have this entire site. Every bit of coal here will be at our disposal. So we can go take advantage of that, so that's good. Perfect. Very sprawled out. There's not much we can do with this. We're not going to be expanding housing up here anytime soon. Housing we need to expand into here, like into these zones, probably here and here. Most importantly, we need to start expanding in here. Spreading out this way, not as helpful. We also need to fill these. Do we have... Oh, we need a little bit more for us to get the medical hub. Have we not researched medical hubs yet? Oh my goodness. Well, that's what we should be researching right now. We should definitely be researching medical hubs. We need them. How much do we need? We need 100 heat stamps. Okay, well I did expand this because if we don't have this, we're gonna have coal problems. So we'll go and expand this in a second. We just need 1 week. We'll get the hub on the way for research. It's gonna take like 10 weeks though, so we're still gonna have to try and fight this disease in the meantime, which is not good. We might be in some trouble here. All right, let's let some time go by. Oh wait, before we do that, now that we have an extra 14 Frostlanders, my goodness, it's insane. Since we have an extra 14 Frostlanders, we need to go and do some more exploring. We can do some more exploring. So we have food coming in here. Where can we go? The glaciers is the place we need to go. It also has some coal and requires 20 people, so we can do that. That's what, 10 weeks? The glaciers is 16 weeks. That's not what we're looking for. We need to go and find the IEC stuff. It's like the thing we really have to focus on more than anything else. And it's the only one that has that token that we're not currently actively searching in. The glaciers it is. We'll head on over here. Whoa. Oh, we were actively on that expedition already. Like, wait a second. How did we go up in numbers? This makes sense. All right, so then we don't have any others we can go to right now for that. All right. In that case, what is that? This food. People. No need for people. Prefabs would be nice, but we don't really need them. Glacier, there's nothing specific here. There's materials here, but I think we're doing okay on materials, right? Go back to the city. No, actually, we've got a negative material count, so actually some materials could be useful. So we have one material set here, and oh, we can just gather materials right here. So we'll go and we can do that. Can we find something? There's nothing out here for 15 people, is there? 20. Oh no, there's a 10. Food and prefabs. Is there another one for 10 around here? That'd be huge. Because we can go and grab those to keep our squalor down, to at least try and keep disease down a little bit, yeah? Alright, we got one here for planes as well. Alright, perfect. We'll go and do this one. Oop, not this one, this one. Because there's food, prefabs, and materials here. For 10 teams. We'll go ahead and we'll grab these resources, and as soon as they return, we can go ahead and run this section of plains down here for more materials. But we need to get these materials in, as that's going to keep squalor down, which will help bring down disease. Significantly increased by squalor, so we need to get that sorted. All right, we've got the money now, so let's go ahead and let's get our emergency medical hubs researched. Who do we want to do this? They're hostile, they're hostile, they're hostile, they're hostile, they're... My God. Oh my gosh, everyone's hostile. Let's go ahead and let's get the Frostbloods on our side. There's 28% of the population, 21%, 6%, 29% with the Mechanists. Let's go with the Frostbloods, since they should be the easier of the bunch, the Icebloods. They're the easier of the bunch for us to go ahead and get on our side. 8 weeks to get that going. We still have enough trust, and I'm not willing to sacrifice it quite yet, though I would very much like to go ahead and rush this. High tension but high trust means we can go and pass some very aggressive laws. So that's kind of the hope, is that we can start passing some more aggressive laws. All right, one more week, and we can go ahead and expand our coal output, which should offset the amount that we're negative right now. And then we should be good to go. How are we doing with insulation? We have 0 insulation for work. Though we have the capacity to install it. Okay. Alright. Let's pause this. Let's go and expand this now. Go. We'll have more. We'll be good to go there. Percentage you're playing RimWorld at the moment. Nice. You have a pawn that has 4 rebuffs from another pawn. And put himself into a dazed, psychotic state. What? He's literally put himself. Oh my goodness. Brutal. We need to get more wood output, though. So once we get this stockpile, which will help for a little bit, we do need to start looking at expanding our mining operation over here, our wood cutting operation. We can also come down here, too. But until we get the deep drill stuff, we're kind of in trouble. Can't use that space, so I'd rather use these like temporary spots here. Right, how many days? A week, 3 days. Right, we got some people getting cured. I mean, our injured and sick is actually on the small end, right? We had been catching up for a bit, but it's growing catastrophic right now. We need these materials in here. It's going to help. Let's get housing going next, because again, people are going to start freezing to death if we don't sort that out. Are any of these... Communication hubs are good. Any of these we can expand, or are these all fully expanded already? They are. Okay, these have spaces for us to go and put some more stuff in, so that's good. Dense housing blocks. We can get another hospital in here. And more big housing. Housing's more important than hospitals right now, even though the disease is an issue. So I guess we're going to hold off to put in dense housing as we get more shelter that way. We'll fill in these two with 2 more dense housing, which will get us about half of this done, and then we'll need to get another block over here. We just got to wait on more heat stamps. Heat stamps are the thing we're always waiting on. We just never have enough heat stamps. And I can't ask for any. People are very unhappy with us right now. Explorer's injured. That's fine, but that means we now have some of these guys back. We found goods. I mean, goods are good. We could use goods. Do we have a stockpile of goods? We have no stockpile of goods. Perfect. Let's go grab these. So we didn't find what we were hoping for, but we at least found something, right? So we'll go get on that. And we'll have the remaining 10 guys go jump on the planes. Well, we're kind of out of places to look for IEC stuff now. So now it's just going to be kind of roaming wherever we can in the Frostlands for material that we're missing, I guess. Come on, 2 days till we get that material in here. We can start getting squalor to decrease. We have 3 chilly districts, 8 warm districts. That's good. The foragers, yep, we failed on that one. We knew that was going to happen. We're going to try for the machine-centric shifts in just a moment here. It's about to get super cold again, so we're going to be in trouble if we don't start getting insulation going. Which is problematic, because I'm currently focused more on getting people inside a house. Put a roof over their head, put some walls around them, man. We just lost 343 more. Oh, this run is, we're struggling. We're struggling. But hey, because of comments that we were informed about from Menerich, I think it was. If we have to restart, we know we can play with the warming effects a little bit more. Frenchman's Hill, just a landmark, nothing special. And oh, severely damaged needs prefabs, will injure people, will take us, I don't know how many weeks. An amount of weeks, but 10 people can jump on this, so we'll just get those 10 on it immediately. 20 weeks. I think it might always be 20 weeks. We'll get them on it immediately. We have to. We gotta get on it immediately. Okay, food's gonna be a problem soon here. We have 43 weeks of food left. We have, with the stockpile, we're not out yet. We're gonna have to go find another place to acquire stuff. Okay, so materials are now up. Squalor is diminishing, which should start bringing down disease. We're gonna try on the machine-centric again. Oof, we're gonna have to promise things. Do we have enough space to try and promise people things again? That's the only promise we have here is for the mechanists, right? Okay, good. Let's see if we can get the who likes the dense housing? Oh, cute. Who likes dense housing? Can't remember. Dense housing is a adaptability, or is it a what is dense housing? It's a merit. Ice Bloods like merit, right? Yeah, they like merit. Okay, so we'll see if we can get the Ice Bloods on our side with that. If we can get the Ice Bloods and the mechanists on the same page here. Technocrats and the mechanists are support this law. If we can negotiate with the Ice Bloods... No, it's against the worldview. Dang it. Okay. Who's our main opposition here? The Foragers and the Ice Bloods. Okay. Makes sense. So let's get the Foragers. If we can get the Foragers on board, and we build a... Well, we're not building this. We're not building... We could research it, but it's not useful. Well, increasing efficiency would be nice, but I don't think we have space for it. So we'd have to break another promise if we were going to try for this. But we could get this done. Increasing reducing workforce needs would help a lot. Increasing squalor is no good, though. And unfortunately, they don't want us to try and unlock filtering fans, which would be really, really nice. That's something they wanted. The Thinkers, we don't need to get them on our side, but what do they specifically want, just so we know? Experimental treatment would be nice. Or actually just normal treatment is what we should probably push for. Hot correction prisons would be nice to do, and pharmaceutical testing labs is also good as that decreases disease, so the temperature problem. Just, I'm always worried about that. Alright, so for the Foragers, unfortunately, we're going to go for the Harvester Hangar to research it, because there's no way we're going to be building either of these right now. And just research doesn't mean build. And eventually, it would be nice to have a harvesting hangar. So we'll promise that we'll do this, and we're definitely not following through with this promise. It's not happening. It's 100% an empty promise. It won't happen. But this means we need 2 votes to get this to pass. Just 2. That's all we need. Just 2 votes. We just need 2 votes. Come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. That hanging there at 49 got me so worried. Alright, machine-centric shifts. Massive. Oh, hello? I can't exit this. Oh, there you go. Didn't want me to leave. The machine's demands are met. They're very happy about that. Our trust goes up ever so slightly. Perfect. But this also means we now have even more workers, which is nice to have. Perfect. You forgot to vote? No worries, Carcinogen. We managed to eke it by. We can jump in the vote on the next run. We do need to start working on dealing with crime, though. We will have this start to decrease, as we will have a stockpile of goods in but a moment here. We're focusing on goods. We're going to need another industry online. Right now, we just need to focus on housing. Housing is just so much more important. Communal motherhood is what they want. Really? A desperate mother. Stuart, a woman is arrested for breaking into the city nursery and trying to steal a baby. She claims it was her own. There's no evidence it's her child, as all newborns taken from their mothers are assigned new names. Wait, did we pass a law for this? I don't remember this. It's crazy. Are assigned new names. I just know it's him, the woman insists. I recognize this cry. She has garnered support from people who deem the law too extreme. They think communal parenthood should grant biological parents visitation rights to their offspring. We uphold the law. The thinkers and technocrats are happy about it. If we don't, the effectiveness of it decreases. It's also affected increasing the percentage of active workers. We have a decent number of workers. We've got an extra 6,000 potential workers that are just sick. I think we can go ahead and give biological parents visitation rights if we want to. I think it's fine. It will improve. I mean, but we need relation. We need relationship to go up. No one's unhappy if we uphold the law, though. Weirdly enough, there's no negative to this. It is a humane thing to do, but we're currently, everyone's pissed at us. So I think right now we just do what makes people happy. So this incident is yet one more reason to shelter children from their biological parents. We're gonna uphold it. We have to get relationships up, because everyone's hostile with us right now. We have to get it sorted. We have no choice. We can maybe repeal that law another day, but right now we've got no choice. Right now, population is marginally decreased. That's fine. If it was stagnant population, it's okay. Again, we've got 12,000, actually 13,000 individuals that can get to work. If and only if we can heal them up. So we're working on it. So disease should be decreasing here. No, it's still growing. It is decreasing here, at least. There's some more money. I would love to get another hospital set up, but we got to get more housing done first. People are freezing to death out there. We can't. We can't. We have to. Over here, we're now producing almost enough to keep us afloat with the coal. That's good. So why is everyone pissed? Is it from the disease? It's from a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on that's making people grumpy, and we'll get it sorted. We'll get there eventually. Odin's Veins. What do we have here? A raided camp. We can go ahead and grab some coal and materials. We don't need those right now. And we can search this. Long time to do. Low chance of finding what we're looking for. It was weird. It looked like it was a food item. We'll probably go try that. But the planes over here have exactly what we need. So we make sure we go and jump on that next. We gotta get the IEC stuff done. Because again, so far for the IEC stuff, we've found one. That's it. We've found one. It's not hooked up yet. We've only found one. We'll start searching on here too. Oh wait. 23. Is there a 20 around here we can have them go do? We can go and harvest more food if we wanted, but we're good for the moment. It's not urgent yet. Yeah, so this is the one that we need to go ahead and hook up. Luckily, it's not far. It's like literally just right over here. So that's good. Something a group of 20 can do. That's prefabs. I don't care too much about it. That's coal. We do care about that. Food. More food. I think we might go for the food over here. Let's just expand to the right in our searches. Safe and nothingness. Yeah, let's go over here to the hills. 16 weeks. We'll go do that. We'll probably jump up here to the coal later, 18 weeks. But for now, it's fine. Still 3 people. Okay. So now we're holding on in all things but disease and housing. Everything else is being held for the moment. We're in a holding pattern. Once we get the emergency medical hub online, we'll go ahead and get a couple of these hubs built. Which, I can't remember how much we need for those. 80. Oh, I'm assuming it's the same. We need 1 more week for that. So we're gonna have to hold off on setting up the next research project here. That's what's a little happier.
Institute is ready to present its latest breakthrough.
Can't do that yet. We gotta go ahead and get a medical hub set up here. At least 1, if not 2. We need to start getting this disease set down. We still need to get housing. Ooh! Fertilization. Yeah, it does increase disease a lot, doesn't it? Too bad, so sad. We gotta keep the fertilization intensified. We gotta do it. We gotta do it to keep the food flowing. Okay, now we're down to only 49 that are not housed, so that's good. We're at 80, so can I get the medical hub? I can. Okay, an emergency medical hub. So if we put it here, that's what, a 3, a 3, and a 2. If we go here, that's a 2, a 2, and a 2. Okay, so that's definitely the other one that's better for us to go for. If we could put it here, it'd be a 4. It'd be crazy. Yeah, so we're gonna put this here. We'll get this medical hub set up here. Next, we'll do a housing block again. So, because we're out of places for us to dump. Actually, no, we can put a house here if we don't do a hospital. We really need to get this disease down. The sick people is important. 48. Research isn't too critical right now. We have watchtowers and we need to start just installing them. Prisons will be useful as well for us to go and research. It would be good for us to have them. We don't have the law to actually break down riots yet, do we? No, we don't. Okay, in 5 weeks, let's see if we can actually get that going. When we have some trust, we're going to need more trust, though. So we might need to go and get that sorted first. And again, it's getting colder in a minute here. So this is going to get really bad really soon. We're going to have to overdrive the reactor to keep us going. The generator has to be overdrive for us to keep this rolling. Okay. A couple more days, we'll have another chunk of change. 41, which is really good. 41 a week. So we can go ahead and we can get another medical. I think it's important we just stick to medical right now. And then we'll do housing next, and we'll get housing up here. So between these two, that should sort out disease. Between squalor going down, it's diminishing, but it won't disappear because we now have the machine-centric shifts, so there's always going to be some squalor. There'll always be some. Crime is now down to stable, which is good. We still have 62 weeks to sort out our tension issue, which is good. 33 weeks for the Forger's Promise, which is not as good. It's not happening anytime soon. We have enough for another housing district. Oh, we don't have the prefabs for the housing district. That's the issue. Right, because prefabs are now being used for the IEC excavation convoy stuff. Another 178 died. Not as bad as last time, which was 200 and something. But still not good. We want that to be 0. Oh, we just finished exploring somewhere. Oh no. The place was just damaged by squalor. Never mind. We're actually just going to ignore this and not fix it because we don't have the prefabs. I don't have the free-floating prefabs for it. We have to let it be for the moment. We have some squalor problems. Too bad, so sad. All right. What do we have here? Christopher C. Where is it? All the way up here. We found livestock that we can butcher for quick food, and we found prefabs or materials. Well, we don't really need material right now, so we're gonna go grab those prefabs. You know, we actually do need those prefabs right now. That's a 10 searcher. That's another 10 search. Okay. That's good. We can go and do that later. Alright. Unfortunately, a lot of these places are going to start getting cold here. Not going to be able to afford the heat soon. Unless we get the insulation started. If we get the insulation going, then we should be in good shape here. Alright, once those prefabs get here, we can go ahead and get that rolling. In the meantime, for 100... What, 200? Yeah, it's 200 heat stamps for that. Let's go ahead and use these heat stamps to deal with temperature problems. Because again, we are 3 weeks until we have a temperature drop. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up insulation here. And we're going to set up insulation here. And yeah, we do lose prefabs, but we'll have these prefabs here in 5 days. So we'll hold out for that. We're going to need to start working on our temperature problems. Alright, disease should be diminishing now. Crisis averted. Perfect. Done. Diminishing disease. Good. So housing is now the focus. Housing and insulation are our focuses. That's all we need. Housing and insulation. Come on now. Oh boy. Where's... Wait. Resource transfer. 3 weeks? Oh my goodness. I thought we were going to get it immediately. Okay, we're a ways off before we get that. But hey, at least we don't have a tension issue anymore. It's only severe. It's no longer catastrophic. We're good. The oil on the side of the walls of the screen here just disappeared. Better shape. So we'll have this medical one in a minute here helping as well.
The council has convened and awaits.
There we go. So we'll continue to diminish now that this one's online as well. Council has convened. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one. Yeah. Because we're out of tension, out of high tension now. Let's see. Is there anything we want to change? Treatments. We don't have any treatments currently set. If we go to experimental treatments, we'll increase research speed, but most importantly, disease is marginally decreased. That's what we care about. If we had traditional treatments researched instead, we could probably go for that. But this one, at least we can try and get some extra people saved. It's better than doing nothing. There's nothing else we want to look at or change out here. Yeah, I think we'll just do a shot in the dark here. I doubt we're going to be able to get this to pass. If we propose this, who's mostly against it? Icebloods. Against the worldview. Literally, we can't get them to do it. Which means the mechanists are the next ones to try and get on our side. Standardized prefab factories would be nice, but we're not going to do those. Ventilation towers are grand, but I don't want those. I want the moss ones instead. That's what I would prefer. What the thinkers? What do you guys want? Pharmaceutical and thought correction. Yeah, I don't know. Increasing research speed and decreasing disease would still be really, really beneficial for us. The less sick and injured, the sooner we are to our goal. We really do want to get that. I can't promise any of these. We could let them decide what to vote on next, I guess. We don't really have anything else we want to vote on. There's nothing else that really matters. If we did this, we'd get up to 42. So we have a really good shot of winning this if we get them on our side. We're only off by 9. And there's 22 that are still floating. And listen, this is to make people stop dying. This is important. So I think we'll let the mechanists go ahead and decide what we vote on next. And we'll see if we can use our clout to try and pull them to not vote that way if it ends up being something bad. But we'll give it a shot here, see how it goes, see what we can do. All right, carcinogens on our side. Most importantly, come on. All right, yeah, we got it. Nice. More than half of those that were undecided. Listen, it's to keep people alive. This is important. I understand experimental treatment is against your worldview, but listen, we want to just keep people alive. We can vote on your thing later. We just haven't researched it. All right, so we still don't have the prefabs that we need, which unfortunately means there's not much we can do here. Are people Prepping for protests? Yeah, preparing protests, which is an issue. We are going to need guard towers if we're going to try and quell those. But we can't really afford guard towers right now. We don't have the prefabs we need to get this going. If we changed our focus, how long do we have? We have 29 weeks if we focus purely on, or focus predominantly on prefabs. And we're going to need to make this warm. It's going to hurt us on full output. Actually, we literally can't. At the end of this week, it's not going to work anymore. Well, we'll do 1 week of increased production from these guys. And then we're going to have to go and dial that back. We have 10 Frostlanders here, so maybe we go and hook up another coal production. Partial measures. What's going on here? Promise to develop a birthing program. What? The communal parenthood law is only partially effective. Following reports of babies' cries in private dwellings, our guards routinely seize infants from allegedly childless citizens. These people are criminals. They shouldn't even reproduce in the first place, complained a representative from the technocrats. Holy moly. They demand we institute a proper birthing program. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. There might be a better program than others, but I don't know. We'll see about it. Yeah, we need to go and look at more coal production. We have no coal down here. The only coal space is up here currently. We don't have skyways, so it's gonna be... We're not gonna be able to pull that much up here. Man, is that heat stamp expensive. We can run through the tar pits, which means once we do get oil production, oil usage, eventually, maybe, we can at least go and have that already hooked up for us. But some extra coal is going to be needed, because how many more weeks do we have of this coal? 52? It says diminishing, but we're still at catastrophic. It's really bad. I'd very much prefer to use the heat stamps for, research. Heat hubs are less, which is nice and all, but in order to upgrade, we can't do that. I'd rather get it on the advanced workplace installation. I think we're going to hold off a bit. We've got 50-something weeks. Well, our stockpile will run out in 29, and then we can go ahead and get that big old stockpile of 50k over here. All right, Endless Reach explored. We found a buried village where we can pull materials out of. Nice. 200 materials a day if we get that hooked up. It's not bad. If we search the glaciers, we can just do a quick jump right here to connect them up. But the plains is where we need to go. It's got the search area that we need, so we'll jump over there next. I think there was another zone that needed only 10 people. Not 25, 20, 10. Here we go. Food, fab, and wood. Or food, fab, and materials. So then we'll do that. Alright. Gotta keep those Frostlanders running around out there. Keep searching, please. 29 weeks for that research project. Alright, it's gonna get super cold now. Alright, it is very cold now, and so we're going to put this bad boy into overdrive. We're gonna try and heat this place up. After we do that, we can bring it back down. Everyone is livable, and we're out in 5 weeks currently. So this still has to be warm. And this still has to be warm for us to get what we need. We're gonna have to bring these down to chili, unfortunately. Same with food. It saves us a week. It saves us 1 week. Oh my good gracious, it saves us 1 extra week. Okay, yeah, what was that about us waiting till later to go and hook up the coal over here? I don't know what I was talking about. We're gonna get that hooked up immediately. And then once that's done, we'll go and do the quick little jaunt from here to here next. But we gotta get that done. Holy moly. We need to get more coal in here, but the problem is we're actually limited on how much heat we can output. The heat output is our biggest issue. Only so much we can do. So we need to get more insulation online. Insulation is getting worked on, so we'll have that in a moment here. These will end up being warm in a second. Well, they'll be livable in a second. We have 2 weeks of materials left. Oh. Really? Material needs are crazy. It's gonna get even colder in a second here. We are in trouble. We're in so much trouble here. We can do housing or we can do insulation. We're gonna do housing. It's a communication hub here. Let's see. So in that case, go ahead and we'll build it out here. We can get another thing in there. Let's get some more housing going. If we can get 2 housing districts set up, we can at least stop people from freezing to death, right? More hostile foragers are joining the Ice Bloods. That's not ideal. Let's see if we can salvage this. I don't know if we can. We might be in a lot of trouble. Okay. It'll be done soon. Okay, so it's now warm, but we're actually going to bring these back down to chilly, so now we're actually gaining. Wow, really? Oh, no, it's because we just, wait, what? Oh, it's because we just got it going from the, I see. Livable doesn't give us the bonus. We need to get it to warm. Okay, we'll get them both to warm then. Okay, that's fine, because that's still 36 weeks. I see, it's because we, it showed how much we were losing without this being on overdrive, but now it's on overdrive, we're fine. For a minute. We can keep everything warm except for 2 districts for a minute. For another, what, 8 weeks? And then we're in trouble again. So we're going to need to get on insulation. More insulation is needed. So we can try and offset this. The insulation upgrade is going to be required too. Definitely need that. We need to get some more research going now. Procreation, definitely aren't going to be doing any of these. Birthing program and mandatory procreation. Oh, look at that. To survive and thrive as a species, the fittest among us are selected and mandated to procreate. Anyone bearing children outside of the program will be punished. Man, look at we get a couple more people, but wow, look at the disease go down. That's huge. Meanwhile, mandatory procreation, if we were to survive, women have an obligation to bear offspring. Mothers will thus be rewarded for each child, and childless women will be punished. A lot more population growth, but heat stamps. Actually, I'm on board with this birthing program. Getting that disease down would be huge for us. How much does this cost? It's only 50 heat stamps. Yeah, it's something we can pay that. We could pay that. We're in session in 6 weeks. How long does it take for this? 6 weeks. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's research the birthing program. Let's get that online. I don't care too much about us getting more population, but I do care about us getting this disease down. Catastrophic is diminishing, but it hasn't diminished much. Birthing program controversy. Research Institute. Stuart, our guards have apprehended a researcher who is trying to destroy documents regarding the birthing program. Oh, that's not good. This is going too far, way too far, he justified during his interrogation. This research must be destroyed and never spoke of again. Believe me, this is the only decent thing to do. Technocrats are in an uproar. They warn us against this lunatic and argue that the research he attempted to sabotage is essential for the development of the city. Continue. Decreasing research speed and worsening with the Fortune's Iceblood. We can continue research but allow objections. So we just get a little bit of attention or cancel the project. Yeah. I refuse to lose happiness with the Foragers and Icebloods. We need them. So we can take the tension. That's fine. Tension's not that big of an issue. We'll sort that out later. It's only severe. If we get disease down, this will drop. So it's okay. We can afford that. Yeah, now we're down to severe and it's diminishing. Perfect. So we like to see. All All right, I need another couple rounds of the
Steward.
prefabs. Oh boy. Accept their demands. Demolish the dense housing and repeal dutiful youth. Further their vision. Heat overclocking. Extraction districts increase efficiency in neighboring districts. And pumps, can't do that. We're gonna have to ignore them for now, but they're protesting. This is very bad, as now we have a lot of people stuck in the cold and we probably just lost the run. We're not allowed to quell protests. We don't have the ability to do so. We need to increase people's happiness with us. So we need to go ahead and get another communication hub set up here. Where are our communication hubs? So we have a comms hub here. A comms hub here. There's a 3 and 2 over there. A 3-3-1. 2-2. 3-2-1. This 3-3-1 is the best one. We'll get that built there. And we need insulation. Insulation's done here. Do we have insulation on this building? No. Build up insulation on that one. Save us on the money. Yeah, if we can get some more people to trust us, hopefully we can get this sorted.
Has been charted.
Time for another one? It might be. I mean, now that we've got a couple of extra tips and tricks that have been given to us from more learned players of the game, we might be able to have a better, easier start. So if things go completely sideways, that's fine. We can always start over. We can always start yet again. Alright, so the prefabs are still our biggest concern. There's nowhere out here for us to acquire prefabs right now, is there? All these resources are just material and coal. Food we can grab. Material and coal. Here, I'll hook up. Yeah, nothing else we can do. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get this hooked up so we have that coal. That'll be good. We have a group of 10 that can explore. Oh, that's because they found this stuff. What do we find down here? Material economy has been found. Nice. It's good. Be nice to hook up to that eventually. But, the most important colony is definitely this fuel one, right? Oh, that's food. We haven't found the fuel colony yet, then. Probably somewhere over there. And a convoy. All right, cool. We'll start searching. And once these guys finish over there, we'll start working on these two. For more convoy parts. We gotta find them. And then we're just gonna set everything up with trails, I guess. Alright, we lost an extra 100 and change. Not as bad as I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting to lose like 300 or 400 in that round, but we have 1,400 left until we're in trouble. We have 44 weeks till more people arrive. We gotta get on top of housing. And it's gonna get chilly. Well, these don't have insulation yet. Okay, we need to get this these housing sections set up with that too. Prefabs are a real issue right now. They're all being used in that convoy. We really could use another industrial district, and we have the workers to put towards it. So I think I need to start working on infrastructure a bit more. It can even be expanded.
A new territory has been...
Smiling foe has been found. We need to go and get some more material acquisition here. It's a problem. Smiling foe. What do we find? Frozen whales. So there's food over here. We can produce out of it. 100 food at a time is good, but we have to connect it. Lost cargo. Okay, here we go. Nice. A very old transport lies hidden in a small crevasse, full of artwork and jewelry. Right, perfect. So some people want this, some people don't. So the ice bloods marginally improve and worsen, or berry marginally improve and worsen. I mean, marginally improve 2 groups, worsen 1 group. These 2 groups are bigger than this group on its own. As much as I want to have the ice bloods on our side here, I mean, we're just gonna bury the. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm gonna bury it. As much as I want the Ice Bloods on my side, we need to get these guys to stop rioting right now. Granted, these guys have been preparing to riot for a while too, so... Now, they'll be protesting and rioting soon. We gotta get this communication hub online. More installation is going to be key. How are we doing on overdrive? We're a quarter of the way through to capping that out. We can get an industrial district online. That's good. It doesn't cost us that much to get this thing going. I would like to put it here and not in here. I'd like to get another housing district there instead. So we're going to go and frostbreak this space here. We can get another industrial district here. That would be nice. We can get an industrial district, we can get more goods. I mean, if we get enough materials to fuel it. We're injured on the convoy. Another thing we need to do is let's get a fuel depot up next. We need 80 heat stamps for it. It's 2 weeks. Alright, we searched the convoy. Did we find what we were looking for? Oh my good gracious. These slow ones are crazy. They're 50 weeks for us to find out what's in them. Holy moly. Oil? Okay, stop that. We don't actually need to stockpile oil. There's literally zero use for us to do that. It said we found a thing, right? Oh, here. Just resources, coal and material. Okay, we'll grab that in a minute. Disappointing. We did not find anything useful. But we've got another 2 groups. 25 is needed for this one. 20 is needed for this one. This one also has coal and oil, so we'll jump down there next. Okay. We continue on. Disease is catastrophic again. It's because people are cold, because these guys are rioting. Come on now. How long do we have with this? 10 more weeks until we're out of the surplus. It's not good. These Frostlanders are going to have to go and grab us some stuff in a minute. Oh, tension's reducing. That's good. We like that. Mechanist just has to grant agenda. Let's go ahead and let's get a fuel hub. Does it just not matter what we put here? Fuel is extraction only. Interesting. It would be better if we had it right there. Just 30% worker need. Another real good place for us to stick it. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, materials does. Here. Yeah, so this does 30. That's fine. Put that there for now. Actually, let's put it on the other side. I see, it is better on this side. Alright, we'll do that. Is there anything we can do on the big rules here, like enforcing? Nope. Nope, they hate us. Nothing we can do here. Alright, so in that case, the mechanists, we promised them that they could do an agenda, so we'll let them do that. They want to vote on city development effort. What do they want? They want us to change from extra free heat to prefabs. We'll wait the 10 weeks before we put a vote in on that one. That's crazy, guys. That is crazy. I don't know about that. But hey, they're happy. You know, that made them happy. Let's look at our trust as it accepted. So this is good. We just need to keep getting that going. Birthing program is done. We still need more heat stamps for us to get anything going here.
Its latest breakthrough.
It is now even colder. Let's go ahead and build that up. And get more goods and more prefabs coming in. Yeah, it's even colder, and this is a problem. Bunch of injured people, protests. Yep, sympathizers are joining. Not ideal. Okay, I think we might be at the, I think this might be the end. They are now protesting on this factory here. And the problem with them protesting on this factory is this is going to knock out of commission all of our prefabs per week until this is built. We don't have the authority to break up protests. And we never had the ability to. There was no way we were going to be able to convince people to let us vote for it. We just didn't have anyone on our side. So I think this run is probably done. Because these protests are just going to continue to expand until everything's shut down. Everyone has to live outside. And then we die by the freeze loss here. So I don't think we can recover on this one, to be honest. We kind of pushed off a little too long with these guys. We can't really promise to heat homes with how cold it is at this point. Promoting them will increase. Actually, if we promote them, it removes the fervor and the protests end. We can recover. We have to promote them though. It decreases the fervor, and without any fervor, they can't actually protest.
Steward.
Right? Fervor is required for protesting, I think. High fervor means the faction... Yeah, this faction's actions like protests will be more violent and severe. I'm pretty sure they have to have some fervor to do it.
Steward.
It doesn't hurt to find out, right? Let's go ahead and we'll promote them. More people join them, which is unfortunate, but I think that'll remove their protests. Yeah, protests are weak because of fervor. Okay, we solved it. We just had to promote them. It's fine. It's unfortunate we had to promote them. Now 9% of the populace. It's still fine compared to the 28% of the Ice Bloods, so we're still fine. They're still the smallest population, smallest group. Oh, they're gonna break our factory during this time. Well, that's really obnoxious. That's very expensive. Click to cancel. Oh, okay. I was able to cancel it. All right, they started doing it, but because the protest is ending, I could cancel it. I guess that works. Weird that that's how that works. But I was able to save it. Okay, good enough for me. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, we need to still sort out heat. Heat is a huge issue here. Heat and housing, because we're going to have people showing up in a couple of weeks. Yeah, people are getting real cold. People are getting sick because of how cold it is. At least people are back in their houses, and we'll have another... What, 27? So we'll have most people housed in a moment here. Let's go and expand this housing district. We don't have enough prefabs to go and build a new one, but we can at least expand this one. And then with the next set here, we can go ahead and put another dense housing unit in here, and that should solve our housing problem for the moment. Rust falls due to ongoing districts. Oh, come on. It'll be solved in a second. Just hold on. Hold on to your hats. It'll be okay.
Steward.
Tension's boiling. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Okay, so we're still doing okay. All right. Technocrats protest is ended. Perfect. We have found a place that requires, it's a moderate chance, but it requires us to have prefabs expended on this, which is so expensive for us to do. But we have to keep searching. We can't not. We have to keep searching, so we'll get searching on it. The next group that's done searching, we need to go and grab ourselves like some material and coal, I think. Now that we have this little stockpile here for excess coal. We can hold 100k. We'll need to bring that in next.
Our scout.
Yeah, look at our trust. Our trust is now full accepted again. Massive. Massive. And it looks like the thinkers are no longer hostile. They're now just opposed.
Steward.
Nice. All right, we're starting to recover. Recovery is slowly occurring. All it took was placating these guys a little. It's fine. Solved and sorted. Alright, get on that. Perfect. Tension's averted. Yep, as we saw. Maximum shifts are now active. We need to go and reassess how much coal we have. We have 161 weeks here. This is out in 38 weeks. This is at 135 weeks, okay. We have found a sulfuric fissure. It's got food tucked away. And we found another place with prefabs. Massive. We're just going to go ahead and grab those prefabs. Again, material will be nice, but prefabs is what's really limiting what we need to get done, because a lot of those go to the IEC stuff. We'll get jumping them on that. Oop. Got caught on the ceiling of the world there. Okay. And then the next time someone is free, we'll have them go and grab us material. We're gonna have a goods crisis in a minute here, though. So sort that out soon. It is absolutely frigid in there, and we also are 50% on the overdrive. So we need to go and sort out heat really, really badly. So insulation, yeah, one housing district and an insulation. Housing district, insulation, more housing districts. That's going to have to be the order we go. Disease is pretty much gone at this point. There's not a lot of squalor left. There's still a little bit for us to sort out. Let's go ahead and let's get that last dense housing block in here that we need. With that, no one will be freezing to death anymore. And we just need to focus on getting people warm so they're no longer injured and dying. We need more and more prefabs, though. Because we're gonna start, sorry, heat stamps, because we're gonna start losing heat stamp gain in a minute here. And we lost a lot because all of these housing districts are no longer warm. That's been a real issue. We only have 16 weeks of food left, too. So we're gonna have to move and start unburying these three in a minute. There are a couple of good food places out in the Frostlands we can go to, but still. Gonna increase heat, generators at capacity. Yeah. We just can't allocate anymore. Our generator's stuck at 750 until we can get more cores. Nothing else can be done. We are stockpiling a little bit of coal in the meantime, though, which is nice. Right, so let's start and get some insulation going here. And the insulation is going to be placed only on places that we're keeping long-term. So let's go ahead and let's do it for housing districts as the highest priority, because they get 2 levels of heating for the same cost, as opposed to work sites which only get 1 level of heating right now, because we haven't researched the upgraded version. So we're going to go get all the housing districts done first. Ah! We lost more people. Not good. How many people have we lost? We still have 1,299 we can, 298 we can lose. Until we just straight up lose. Right? Install insulation. Two more things in insulation here, and then we'll start working on these districts over here. We want to do the permanent ones first, so we're going to need to do the, these guys. Oh, we lost one. Okay, you're next. That's more important than housing, because we have to keep searching the Frostlands. We need those extra 7 guys.
Experimental treatment. Be proud. You have joined the vanguard of medical knowledge.
Let's go. Come on now. We can't do any research. We can't afford any money on that. We just have to get people warm. Rubbish. Yeah, furious rubbing my fingertips. Yeah, it's cold. That's not good. The Ice Bloods had high hopes for Crofton. Oh, it's the district here. Crofton's the district. Lots of us thought this district was the place. Thought we'd be carving ourselves out a home. Now, we don't think about much save keeping warm. Not sure why it's so cold, if the steward's being stingy with us, or there's just ain't enough heat to go around. There ain't enough heat to go around, buddy. I'm sorry. Whatever the problem, whatever the trouble, it's leadership's job to fix it. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. Don't worry. We're currently insulating your place right now. We're gonna right now. And they won't hear a kind word out of us till it happens. I'm on it. We're actively working. We're halfway done with insulating the district. Hang tight. Almost there. One more week and we'll get another sector going. Oh, that's right. They held a vote. They rejected the delegates, so I guess it didn't pass? whatever they were trying to do. Can't remember what they were trying to do. Yeah, we can get regulated birthing program. Which we probably aren't going to vote for. It's not... Was it required with our promise? Or was it just to research it? Oh no, try and enact. Alright, we can try. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get this one done. We're going to be losing some people are going to get a little angry with us. But you know what? It is what it is. We have to keep the city alive, right? That's all that matters. The city must survive. Alright, so now we have enough prefabs coming in. So let's go and pivot to working on goods. So that'll give us more heat stamps. They're losing a lot here. We were getting 33 back in the day when we had enough material. Now we don't. Or when we had enough goods, but now we don't. We can't just pick them up from the Frostlands. And the problem is we're in trouble. We have 30% left, and we still have to make it another... Holy moly. 39 weeks. We have to make it 39 weeks like this. We have the housing needed. 39 weeks isn't enough, because in 39 weeks, we're going to have another wave of newcomers before that. Not good. Alright, we need to get more insulation going. Insulate everything. All we're spending our money on right now is just pure insulation. Everything needs to be insulated. We can boost that yield in a minute here, but the problem is we're out in 10 weeks on food. We're gonna need to get more Frostland guys out there. Let's get them on material. Was this? Yeah. Coal and material. We'll grab that. How long? 4 weeks. Ugh. A while. That'll be good. We'll get a full stockpile of coal. We'll completely refill on our material needs. We're out of food. Uh-oh, one of our food sites just ended. We'll start, we'll get 5 guys harvesting on this. Next for 70. It's not the 100 we were getting before, I don't think. Yeah. Oh no, that was from the fertilization. We'll still get those guys working on it so we can stockpile some. We need it. Oh, we need it. Good gracious. Oh my goodness, straw. What? It's not even... That doesn't even make any sense. Okay, so we've got a heating and then another heating, but I think after this heating here is when it... Yeah. After that next heat here, the double up temperature, we get the apocalyptic whiteout. So if we don't find those core producing pieces soon, we're in a lot of trouble. Alright, so you're insulating currently. That's been insulated. Those are insulated. You're next. Insulate this next. And next week we get another one going. Every 2 weeks we can insulate a new district. Alright. Generator's about to explode. We'll hold off a little longer. If we can just hold off a little longer and get a couple more of these insulation projects to finish, it'll save us a little bit more backlash because of how cold it is. We have enough prefabs now, we can just go ahead and finish preparing that district. That's good. Alright, we now have the basic, we got materials and coal refilled, so that's good. That'll help with squalor needs. It doesn't help with material. Is there anything else we can, like, grab? We can just grab a stockpile of food. 25k. Yeah, let's do that. We'll have you guys stop sourcing. Well, no, let's keep... Well, we'll hold off. We've got enough right now. There might be a place that we can have just 10 guys go run and search. Yeah, like right here. Go find new materials. 15 weeks on that adventure. We can go find some materials. Insulation is occurring. This is now warm, so we should have another 7 boys. We do. With those boys, we are getting the coal there. Good. That's being worked on. We're grabbing this food. Those are being worked on. We have another food one here. So there's a decent number of food stockpiles we can pull from as needed. I need 20 guys down here to search this next. How long is this? 7 weeks on you. 29 weeks. Good gracious, it's so long. Alright. Keep holding out. Alright, insulation. We need more insulation. So over here, we can insulate. And then after that, we're done with insulation here. We could insulate this, but in 12 weeks, we're done with what we can pull out of there. I just don't see the point in putting the money in. This is 150 weeks. We should insulate this one next. So we'll insulate our coal next. And then after that, we'll stockpile 200 heat stamps and start researching the working insulation space upgrade. Maybe we do that next, actually. We don't need more workers, it's fine. We just gotta keep healing people. It is very cold. It's gonna get even worse in a minute here. We're gonna be stuck in chili on everyone, I think, in a minute. If we don't get this insulation up. Huge herd's been depleted. Not ideal. The other thing we can do is we can try and get a heat hub set up. Which could boost the temperature of a couple of districts. Yeah, we could get a heat hub here. And if we upgrade heat hubs, this could be even better. Let's go do this because we're gonna get another housing district here in a minute. So get that heat district on, that heat hub online. Because if we can get the core section here to warm, we'll get more heat stamps. We can upgrade faster. Although I don't think that's gonna really happen here. We're gonna have to turn this off in a minute. We're really pushing it. We are really pushing it. We're respected, but everyone hates us. Everyone respects our judgment, but hate us. This guy's doing a pretty good job, but he's such a dick. Alright, we can at least bring down the heat here in all of these. They're all warm enough. Perfect. So that saves us a little more. If I bring this down one more, no. Go. So that's good. Nice. Perfect. Prepare the floodgates. Welcome the Bob. Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. Good to have you here. You can be hated yet respected like a good anime villain. It's true, you can. Hydrate, you got it, Bob. I'm going crazy with tea today. I have iced tea and Earl Grey tea. Oh my goodness, I'm crazy. It's hot and cold. Ugh. So yeah, we really need to sort out housing here, because 21 weeks we're going to have a housing issue again. We are starting to stockpile a bunch of coal, though, which is very, very good, and definitely something we've been neglecting in past attempts. Food is an issue in 4 weeks. This is producing 400 units of food. Wow. Okay, we're going to need to go and do some frost breaking here. We gotta get up to the food. We gotta go and unlock that and set up the next district. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that because it costs us heat stamps to do it. But we will be breaking down this and this soon, so we get heat stamps back from both. Alright, we have to bring this down.
Personally, in due time.
Foragers' demands were not met, correct. Trust is going to fall because it's cold now. We've knocked down the overdrive, and it is now not fun. It is now very cold. How many weeks do we have like this? We have 35 weeks with this type of heating, in which we keep everyone in housing districts in decent temp. Man, I cannot upgrade that any higher than it is. So we're going to lose those Frostlanders. I don't know if that affects us. These searches. Doesn't seem like it. Maybe it halts expeditions or something? I'm not sure.
Territory has been...
An expedition is back. I don't know. But yeah, so you need more insulation. Heat's a real issue. That once this is online, this should keep this more than livable. We might be able to get this to cascade, but we'll see. We got a spot here. Communication hub's currently there. What do we have? We've got medical trust. Trust nothing. Trust nothing. We have heat medical trust. So if this is trust, we could put medical in here. It's probably what we should do. Put medical here. Although medical's more or less on, or it's only notable. Although it's going to get worse with it being so cold. It's going to get worse with being so cold. Any chance I can, like, raise funds from you? I could really use 200. Gotta get up to neutral first. Let's see. Is there any chance we can go ahead and pass any laws? People hate me. Oh my goodness. They hate me and they're even less likely to vote for me on this. They hate me, but they trust me. Doing this produces disease, but it's not something we have to worry about right now. So we'll sort out that another time. Right now, maybe we look at changing heat auctions. It's not much of a reason to do so, though, since there shouldn't be unhoused individuals. I mean, we're fine on trust. We still have heat pipe watch going, which is giving us the extra heat in housing districts, which we badly need. Essentials. No, all this is fine. Seeing funerals, children help. We don't need the extra research speed. Beautiful youth. There's no other options. Parenting programs and like we'll get a different option later, I'm sure. I mean, eventually we will swap over to chemical additives, but that's going to be once we get close to the whiteout. Alright, so there's just nothing. There's no laws that can pass, or attempt to pass. There's nothing to push progress forward. People are still getting cured, but this 6,000 injured / sick number is just not getting better. As people are going to constantly get sick because of how cold it is out here. It's literally freezing in this location. Literally freezing, which I think has a chance of death? I don't know, just says getting ill. I imagine we're just going to have a lot of ill people, though. It's going to be bad. We're going to have to frost break the last bit up here. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to be sure. Each frost break spot requires 4 heat stamps and 25 workforce. So they did change that from... Because it used to be that that wasn't the case, and it would be, like, inefficient to just do, like, short bits. But that is apparently no longer the case. It's now always... It's the same amount per hex, which is quite nice. Cool. Yeah, we'll just have this sprawl down this way. It's fine. We can't use the infinite food section yet at all, so it doesn't even matter. So we'll just sprawl down here. We just need to unlock food. That's all that matters. We need to get our heat stamps up to 200 ASAP here. We can't buy anything else. We have to wait till we have 200. Well, other than food, of course. Once this is out, we'll go ahead and break this down. Wow, this 200 is crazy. We should be able to survive like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe, without food production. We'll see. We'll see. Things are starting to break. We've got the prefabs to fix it though, so that's good. I just need this heat hub online urgently. Get this bad boy going. That'll help us a bunch. There we go. All right, with the heat hub online, we should be able to decrease heating to some districts and still keep them warmish. Interesting. These aren't getting any warmer. We'll bring it down to get colder. Or at least saving 1, I guess. It's fine. So we can move that over to this housing district instead. Actually, instead of that, we should probably bring this from freezing to very cold. Freezing is very bad. We do not want anything set as freezing. Yeah, with how cold this is, we're actually losing efficiency with food. But it doesn't really matter. We're almost out of food anyway. It's still going to be the same unknown amount of... There we go. Out. Alright, completely depleted. There's no more food production out of here, yeah? Yeah, completely depleted. Alright, that is out. We have 5 weeks. That's actually better than I expected, to be honest. We're going to fully deconstruct that. There's literally nothing here for us. Well, actually, wait a second. Cancel that. We can actually... I don't know why I guess that must have been a food plot spot. We can actually readjust this here and still pull out another 67k food. So that's good. We'll do that first while we continue to work on getting this set up. Another 20... Okay, that gives us 23 extra weeks of food production. That's good. That's good. That's good. We'll break everything down later. So we'll readjust that, pull in more food, keep this rolling a little bit longer, and then we'll readjust. Production is fine. Actually, don't have any mines in here. Most of our coal's coming from outside, isn't it? We need to keep an eye on this. Get 18 weeks until we have problems. We've got 27 Frostlanders we can have run around. So let's definitely have them run around. Ooh. We failed. We didn't find what we were looking for. We found goods. Which I think we want to grab, because we're, like, out, right? Yeah, we are out. We're not producing enough goods. We're about to run out of material as well. That's what we need to make a trail for. Let's grab those goods. I don't think there's another one for us to just grab material. There's one that's material and coal, but we have enough coal, so I don't want to do that. All right, what do we have here? We found a coal mine. Nice. So if we can go ahead and get that hooked up, man, we're going to have to go really far to get that hooked up. But we could hook it up to the, what, material? Yeah, the materials colony. And then have the materials colony and that come down here and hook up to the burned village. And then pop into the coal mine, I guess. We can work on that. A significant chance fatality is likely to happen. Doesn't matter. Do it. We need that. And oil. This is still some pretty good stuff over here for us to hook up. We've got a decent number of heat stamps. It's not going to be enough to fully connect this, though. But with this being significant chance down here, this means we are going to need to have a path down here to even connect to it in the first place. The problem is I would like to have skyways so we can move more material. Otherwise, we're going to be limited on each path. We're going to be really limited on each path otherwise. So we need to go and unlock skyways. And then we need to start building skyways. Yeah, so we're going to have to go research this first. Splits are hostile, 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 opposing, hostile. I guess we'll just have the Thinkers do it, just to have them like us a little more. Get them on our side a little bit more here, if we can. Be gracious. Research the birthing, research and enact birthing program. All right, we'll just do an attempt on the birthing program, I guess. We're not going to ask for any help for the vote. We're gonna send it as is. Radical law. The current law on the agenda is beyond what the common people find thinkable. It'll be more difficult to pass than others, and once enacted, it will radicalize both for and against factions of your society. That is fine. We hope it fails. We're just going to throw the vote in there, and we're not going to bribe anyone. We just want it to fail. Man, that actually got decently close to passing.
The law is tabled.
It was only off by 14 points. It was, 50% off. All right, they specifically wanted us to have it pass. Okay, well, we didn't get it to pass. They're unhappy about it. There's nothing else we can run on the councils. It's not a big deal. Tension is at notable. We are accepted. Things are going well. Why do we want to fail? I couldn't remember. I thought that by research and enact, it just needed us to attempt to enact, not actually enact it for them to be happy. So I was hoping we could just like do that and have them be happy with us and then move on to the next thing, but no. Reasonably so, that doesn't work like that. Reasonably so. Alright, we need to keep stockpiling our heat stamps here. We've got this transfer coming in 4 weeks. Good. That is good. This is still working. We cannot up the heat, sadly. We'd have to steal heat elsewhere. Not really willing to steal heat from anywhere else. We're at least doing well here. People are housed and warm. So we're holding. Realistically, the only thing that matters right now is us getting the IEC stuff online. Nothing else matters. We need to get the IEC stuff online. Hills require 20 people to search. It's 400 coal. This is 200 coal per day, right? It's 10 people. We're gonna stop searching there. We're gonna stop acquiring that there, and get these guys down here to the hills. Start working. With a significant chance, in 17 weeks, there's a significant chance that we end up getting the second one that we need, but we still need one more. We're still missing one more. And unless we have all three and all three of them connected with roads, we can't do anything. So we need to finish finding them. And yeah, we were close enough to a stockpile that it's fine. We can be in negative coal production for a quick minute here. And again, we can always go ahead and we can build some stuff here. It's just we don't have the heat stamps to do the production. Yeah, we're not really getting anyone healthy, sadly. Young blood. Experimental treatment. Stuart, a young doctor named Doug Hauser has come to us with a complaint. The chief physician of my clinic hasn't developed any new treatments in months. What's worse, whenever I propose one myself, he always delays for more analysis. Meanwhile, our patients languish. Hauser argues, under the experimental treatment law, the chief physician should be replaced by Hauser, of course. Well, of course Hauser wants to do that. If we replace the physician, it makes the thinkers and technocrats happy, and if we don't, they're unhappy. Well, it was easy. Maybe his boldness will come with a breakthrough. Sure, go for it. We still have 6,000 people, 6,200 almost people that are sick and injured. So it wouldn't hurt to have it speed up on recovering people, as long as they don't die. That's all I care about. They replaced the head doctor, you heard? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I just, because now we actually have the mechanists that are hostile, or opposing, not hostile. We're slowly rebuilding our image here. We've turned this around pretty well. But if we don't find those IEC cores and get everything hooked up by ideally skyways, by the time the whiteout hits, we're hosed. We have to get hooked up before then. And housing is the next thing we need to focus on. I still want to get us to at least 200 heat stamps here before we do anything else. Because with 200 heat stamps, and again, we'll get a little more warmth in a minute so we can hold off on insulation research, but we need those 200 heat stamps for the insulation research. We need it. And then the rest of the heat stamps need to go towards skylines. Because we need to hook up. We gotta hook up everything out here. It's crazy. Something was researched. What did we find? We found a possible settlement for material. Material, nice. Not that helpful. We have no lines out here. I mean, we will at least get to the food colony, but if we can get to the material colony, we'll be fine. We just need to hook up the colonies. We don't have the fuel colony next left, which is the last one we really, really need. We really need to get that fuel colony found. Alright, and that's the end of our material output that we can get. This extraction district, we'll go and break this down. And we're gonna need to go and finish extracting this here. Save a couple more of these heat stamps. We need some space. We're gonna break this down. Are we? Can I readjust this? Oh my gosh, come on. Move that one. Place that one. We can expand this to grab these. We don't actually have to break it down yet. That's frozen? Wait, what? Did I really cap around this thing? where we can't unlock that. It did. I can't access this frozen forest. That's funny. Okay. That's annoying. Oh yeah, we can if we click to the side. That's right. Of course we can do that. So we can do this and expand it, and then we can remove this one here and put it there. All right, we can keep this. We can keep this district going. We'll just move it a little. We'll look at getting another district online, or else we're gonna have squalor issues. We still need to produce a lot more material. But we can't afford the heat stamps for it. So we're always material short, sadly. We'll figure that one out soon here. We'll get that locked up. We'll get that online in a moment here. It is what it is. 13 weeks. Technocrats' demand was failed. Yep, we saw that coming. Okay, they are no longer opposed to us. They now hate us. That is fine. We expected it. Oh, nice. We don't have a scroll wheel on this anymore. All right, 10 weeks until people come popping in here, so we need to go and get housing next. I said we were going to try and hold off for the needs for everything else, but housing does need to get sorted here. We can't really dilly-dally on that anymore. Get another housing district here. Because we've got 10 weeks until newcomers show up. So let's at least get the district built. I'll get us rolling. I'm assuming we'll get an extra 100 peoples that need to get helped out. I'm hoping during this warm spell here, we can get a lot of people like mended up. But this beacon's improved, right? I've not improved the beacon. That's not going to happen in time. Bummer. We didn't improve the beacon this time. It's optional, it doesn't have to happen, but it would reduce the number of people that are sick. Because again, we have to have less than 200 sick and injured individuals with not a lot of people dying. So the last group will be here in a moment. We're not going to do the optional one. Wow, we just lost 30. How do we lose 36 people? Is it too cold over here? It's cold. Just lost 36 people. It's too cold. Yeah, we need to not lose more people, and we need to get our sick and dying number down to under 200. And we're probably going to get an extra, like, 8k with this drop-off in 8 weeks. So it's going to be tough. We're going to need to get a lot of extra, not housing, a lot of extra hospitals online. That's what we're going to need.
To present its latest breakthrough.
Okay. We will spend our next chunk of change on getting insulation going. So we can upgrade the insulation that this does. And then we'll start insulating things. And we'll pivot back to housing. Have enough goods, at least for the moment. Food's a problem in a couple of weeks here. Coal's going to be an issue when this runs out in 9 weeks. Oh, we have 29 Frostlanders that are sitting around twiddling their thumbs. What can we get them to do? Prefabs. Okay, so we failed on this one, but we can at least pull in 150 prefabs. That's good. We'll take that. We don't need coal and material right now, right? Material we do, coal we do not. We don't have enough space to store it, and we are not wasting coal. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so then if we did skyways... that's nothing of note. So this one here is one we need to connect to. Because then we'll connect the skyway all the way here to this food producer colony. We get a skyway set here. We are going to need to upgrade this from a trail to a skyway before the frost happens. That's fine. We can get that going. I've not searched this. Right next to us? Holy moly. 20 weeks. All right, get on it. get on it right now. If we're lucky enough to find it right there, that'd be huge. Also, this extra prefab sitting right here. How long have those been sitting here? Forever. We'll grab those two. We'll go and have these guys start bringing in some more material for us. Okay. One more time pass. Oh, time to start stirring up trouble. Don't you do it. These guys are actually doing well here. They're skeptical now. Nice. The thinkers are slowly coming to our side. This is great. Ice Bloods are now protesting. Don't you do it. They want us to construct dense housing in the next 20 weeks. Done. Build a dense housing block. Your wish is my command. We'll have it next week. So, luckily, these guys are just moved over to living over here. It's fine.
A new council session is now in order.
Nice. We are respected currently. Any chance? 15. Hey, we're getting a little bit better again. We were down at 7 at one point, so we're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there. Hey, Evil Jester Robot, how are you doing today? Welcome. Good to have you here. Hydrate, you got it. Nice and hydrated. All right, we're doing okay. We're not doing great. We're doing okay. And if we just make it until week 300, we can go ahead and heat will no longer be an issue. We're working on it. You're okay as well? Excellent. That's all we can ask for, right? Just need to be A-okay. All right, we'll get that built. The protest will end. They'll be happy about it. Move on to the next thing. That connection is now made, so we can now do that. We'll connect this to here later. It's not... We don't need to yet, but we're now in a position with the Skyway to connect to the food colony, but we don't have cores. So until we get cores, there's no point in us spending money on it, right? Instead, we'll send them to go grab these prefabs here. We can turn on food production for the other guys for a quick moment, just to try and stockpile a smidgen. Let's rebound this number a bit for a quick moment. Balancing act. Okay, we're getting a lot of sick people again. It's not good. Again, we're going to try and get everyone heated up here in a moment. All right, population boom in 3 weeks. Tension is now maxed out. With tension maxed out, I can resolve the tension. We're now up to 21 with 25 floating. I think getting guided voting would be more important than guards right now. Because then we can try and use guided voting to push them because our trust is really high, right? If we negotiated, who's the majority against us? The majority against us are the Mechanists and the Ice Bloods. The Mechanists, if I have you vote for us, ventilation tower, construct a blasting mine. Totally willing to do that. Bring us down to 46. Brings us down to 46 that we have to deal with, and that's the Mechanists. And then the Ice Bloods, we have an active promise, we can't do anything with them. Who else? Who's next up there? The Foragers at 10. The Foragers, Moss Filtration Towers I'm down for. So if we went and did these promises, the Hesitant group is the only one we're missing. So if we wait until we get the housing block built before this disappears, we might be able to push for one of those to be passed. Realistically, in Frostpunk, if you barely kept the warmth for hundreds of days, the human bodies would evolve to run on cooler temperatures. Then we'd be Yetis. That'd be crazy. We need a couple of, we need a handful of generations for it. But you're not entirely wrong that humans do acclimate to the temperature over time. Right? I mean, there's people that live like in the northern territories of like Siberia, and it's like I don't know if they ever get above 0 degrees Celsius. I don't know if they ever get above freezing temperatures. Maybe they do for like a couple weeks out of the year, maybe a month out of the year. But it's like it's wild. It's like if you're outside fully bundled up over there, or I don't know, outside for like 30 minutes, you'll die. It's crazy. The people live in those territories of the world. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, so we'll get this built, which is also what we need to do anyway, because we have these newcomers showing up and we need the housing for them regardless.
Stuart!
Tragedy at the clinic. Oh no! Stuart, Doug Hauser, the doctor whom you recently allowed to rise to the rank of chief physician, has reported the tragic deaths of 13 patients in his care. Hauser gave the patients an extract of a certain mold. Oh my goodness. Hoping it would cure their consumption. Unfortunately, it proved poisonous. I see. It doesn't account against our objective. It's fine. It doesn't account against our objective. It's fine. It's okay. We'll live. We'll live. 2 weeks till newcomers arrive. Okay, this is done. Iceblood's demands were met. Promises fulfilled. This is now decreasing. Perfect. Tension is still very high. Trust is still in a good position. We can go to rule. Guided voting. Didn't change anything, but if we do guided voting, and we go to negotiate, and we negotiate with the mechanists for the blasting coal mine, this puts us at 31-4 and 45 against, right? Right, because right now, essentially what we care about is how many are against us. That's the thing, that's the number we actually care about. So essentially, we would pull away 16 people, right? We're pulling away 10. No, we're pulling away 8. So 8 are pulled away. People are divided. So we can pull 8 from the negative. The foragers with researching moss, which I definitely want to do, we can pull away 5. So there'd be 13. And the ice bloods literally only accept one option. Wow. But if we do so, we pull away 7. So 7, 8, 5 is 20. So that puts us at 41. Or sorry, it's 20. So we'd be at 33. We still can't pass this. We don't have enough people. It's still not enough. Because that would be 33 opposing. 67, if all the hesitants went 4, we would just barely pass. So we can't do this law yet. So I'll have to cancel that proposal. It's not something we can pass yet. We need to get more of these guys on our side.
Of the city, the council gathers.
Sad. So it goes. Not much we can do about it. We're going to need more dense housing, so we'll go ahead and chuck another dense housing block over here. And then at the top of the week, when we get another payday of heat stamps, we'll go ahead and we'll expand this district. Oh my goodness, so many sick people. We're gaining sick people right now. Quotations from our steward. Civil unrest is in the air as the different communities in the city find it increasingly difficult to live side by side. Maybe we should reinforce the cohesion of our people. Since you are popular amongst the citizens, which I am. I'm actually very popular right now. People are unhappy though. Just RNG. Don't be a hamster. I agree. The problem is we then would have 3 promises we have to focus on, and I'm not going to fulfill any of those promises. I am not keeping any of those promises. Maybe the moss filtration research. We might do that one, but I don't plan to do any of those promises. So we're going to end up in trouble. So I need guided voting to pass if we're going to do that. So not yet, Green. But how are you doing? Welcome. Since you're popular amongst the citizens, we took it upon ourselves to write a collection of quotes and maxims to inspire people in your name. The book is ready to be printed to distribute to the population. All we need is the green light. Tension is high, but high tension gives you a chance to mitigate it. Let's see here. Print the book. Tension is extremely decreased as long as your trust doesn't fall below respected. Or this is nonsense. Don't bring it up again. We will not inflict this on our citizens. Sure, we'll print the book. Why not? Sure. Why not? Quotations from the steward. Don't fall below respected. It's going to be tough. I mean, we should be gaining trust as soon as this is over anyway. And we'll start getting more trust in 10 weeks here when we get more heat, so it'll be good. 10,000 newcomers arrived. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at how many people. We had 6,000. We now have 14,000. Holy. So we can't let another 1,263 people die between now and when we get this number to under 200. If we can do that, we are in the clear. We've passed the Beacon of Hope test. And now we only have to deal with the depleted cores. And if we can get the depleted cores done, which we're still struggling on, we can then, if we can get the depleted cores done in the next, oh my goodness, 30-something weeks. It's not great. Wow. We need 30-something weeks to get the depleted cores finished so we can get the Apocalypse Whiteout prepped. We're still on track, though. Still on track. We can still get this done. But we need more housing. Much, much more housing. I need more heat stamps. So a lot of more heat stamps from those people showing up, though, so that's good. Alright, there's 100 people that are homeless right now. Oh, I'm missing heat stamps. That's right. Hold on. We need a couple more heat stamps. 2 more days. We have 14 Frostlanders. Alright, so this is 3 weeks out. This is 4 weeks out. Alright, we're on track here, actually. This is 12 weeks out. That's unfortunate. I need 2 of these to be successes. You're searching for another one here. No other luck. But we need to start searching this way. We need to start exploring over here if we can. 14 people is not enough for us to do a lot of exploring. We won't explore in the valley. We need to start exploring over here more and see if we can find the fuel colony location. We haven't found a fuel colony location yet. Without it, life's going to get really tough. We should still be able to succeed without it, but it's going to be really, really tough if we don't have it. Right. Heat stamps are in. More dense housing. Oh, wait, no, we do have a guard tower up here. Oh, look at that. You know, we need to get on top of the... We need to get on top of this disease. Let's get another hospital set. We've got enough prefabs. We'll start expanding housing districts themselves. More prefabs so we can get that expanded. We need to get more districts online. And again, less than 10 weeks, 9 weeks here, and we can start heating everything up, which will be good. Crumpled his paper angrily. Gutless pandering. That's what it is. The steward just gives us what gives into us when whoever shouts the loudest. I mean, you're not wrong. I have been doing exactly that. I have actually been doing exactly that. And who will pay the price? We will, of course. We always do. Well, no more. We won't be sitting idly by while the ice bloods lead the city to ruin. It's time for us to show more teeth. Okay. They have radicalized. That's not good. We're going to have to promote them soon. Again. Yikes. We're gonna have a civil war on our hands soon. We're placating them enough to keep us going for now. We need to go and unlock prisons at some point, but again, I just can't afford it with the heat stamps. Our heat stamp needs is just such an issue. Go and we'll expand this. And then we'll get a couple more heat stamps and we'll start working on more housing here. We are going to need to go and expand the space that we can actually build into. We're running out of space for us to expand. There's no more space for us to expand in. So we need to start keep expanding the housing over here. And keep ourselves consolidated where we can. Coal mine complex depleted. That is not good. We are at minus 500 with that coal complex depleted. That's this one here. Connects to Skyway. If we can go ahead and create a settlement here, we get infinite stuff out of it. That's what we need to... We want to keep it hooked up here. There is a coal mine here. We can try and connect by Skyway from here. Ideally, we have it connect via this location. right? Yeah. That's where... Yeah, you connect out from there. And this is the material colony, which does have geothermal in it. Yeah, because if either of these are good, we'll just connect them to this skyline setup anyway. We could go this way, which would be faster. But I would like to have this set up. So we need 100 heat stamps. Or, good gracious. Oh, always more heat stamps are needed. Never don't have enough. We'll find out in a moment here. We're very, very close to finding out if 2 of those places have what we need.
The sanitary situation is dire.
What?
Remember, wash
only notable.
hands frequently
yeah.
and cough discreetly.
Yeah, no, that's actually a problem. Curing an extra 240 people. More hospitals are being built, which is good. We've expanded this, so more people now have housing. A couple more here, we can get another dense housing block, but again, it does hurt us with disease.
Our scouts
numbers
have
going down.
charted
A new territory in the wasteland. What do we find? A landmark, nothing special, and another one of these. Keep searching it. We have to keep searching. We have to keep searching. Food. There's nothing of note there currently. We'll go here. Just prefabs. This opens up this zone. So we're going to need to go and connect to this food at some point. It's a Wasteland Whales outpost. I think we can turn this into a settlement. Yeah, possible settlement. So we do want to go ahead and get this connected. So let's go and explore this zone. Connect through here. 19 weeks. Okay. We need more heat stamps before we do anything else. Is there anything... can we do, like, just regular old hunting somewhere? We can go and butcher some livestock. What's our food at? Pretty much none. We've got a week until we're out of food. Butcher that livestock. Is that because this is out? This is not out. Alright. Try our best here. Well, 2 weeks. It's cold. We're gonna have to go and reduce temperature elsewhere. Chili? Is chili enough? Chili's enough, okay. Alright. Good enough. Another, okay, 100 heat stamps. Go ahead and get another house going. Dense housing block. There we go. One more housing district and a couple more, 1 housing district and 2 housing blocks, and we've got all we need to keep everyone housed. Food is the serious issue now, though. Food's a real problem. Uh-oh. Oh, we want skyways? Yeah, we need skyways. Because we can move more, you can move more material with skyways. So trails, basic quality trade route allows supplying 250 units of any resource on the trail, versus skyways, which is an advanced route allowing 600 units of any resource. So we really, really need the skyway because it's more than double. It's so much more that we can move. We need that. This is very much critical for us to get that done. What are we looking at for coal and material at this point? What's our storage at? Still have enough here. Currently out of it there. We'll wait until we're a little bit lower on coal, then we'll go and bring in that material route. We'll have that come on in here. So we've lost another chunk of people. We're now down to under 1,000 people we can lose. It's getting worse. We are bringing this number of injured and sick down. So that's good. Not good enough. Fertilizer intensifier is stopped. We're out of food. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make that. And this now has, there's nothing here for us, right? There's no nothing here for us. We're gonna fully dismantle this district, pull the material out that we can, try and rebuild the next one. We're gonna be hungry for a little bit. 225 citizens just froze. That's not good. I need more housing. Alright, we can bump that to Chile, I guess. Hot air. Stewart. A crowd of enraged people, gathered by the district hub. They're all carrying copies of the quotations of our Stewart that they threw into a pile to set on fire. Hey, you know what? As long as you keep yourself warm, it's fine, right? This is Hogwash, said a member of the crowd. Listen to this. Hope is a limitless resource. What does it even mean? Let them or declare martial law? No. I'm perfectly fine. Go ahead and burn it. I mean, actually, that does increase tension, but you know what? That's fine. We heard that more such gatherings are supposed to take place, which we do. And let it be. It is what it is. Oh, because we fell below respected. Okay, that's fine. We fell below respected? No, we didn't. It's fine. We're at high tension. We're still at respected. Are people upset enough that maybe we can start voting for me to get a little more powers? No, not yet. We're still at 21 on our side, and that's it. Definitely need more on our side than that. I have to go repair this. Expensive. Right, it's just about to heat up. We just need to get to 2 more weeks from now, and we'll solve most of our issues here. 2 weeks. We are still gaining on the workforce here, so that's good.
Stewart!
Boiling tension, don't worry. 2 weeks, everyone. 2 weeks. Week and a half. Just don't freeze to death for a week and a half, everyone. It's fine. It's fine. You can grit your teeth for a week and a half, right? We'll go and grab these, and we'll go and grab material. Go grab those. Perfect. We still have 9 more guys that can go and grab us things. I don't think there's anything over here for us. Oop. Jeez. We are completely out. Oh no, we just need 10 people to turn this back on. Okay, so we can still pull out of that. That's good. Alright. Yeah, that big whiteout here is in 74 weeks. If we don't find what we're looking for in a moment, we're in massive trouble. So unfortunately, neither of the things we were looking for here passed. Ended up being just resource stockpiles. So we're out of luck on that. On 2 more. We can't find the IEC stuff at all. We just can't find any. This is ridiculous. How are we supposed to pass this if we can't even find them? This is insane. I don't know. More people are joining. That's fine. That is fine. That is fine. Yeah, so we'll have these here soon. Housing. Are there more places I can jam some dense housing? No, we want to make one more block. We need that for keeping the law, the land under control. So do that. Hey, Ellie, how are you doing today? We'll go ahead and put one here. Go. I'll go ahead and frost break this section there. We have 300 on hand. So we've been stockpiling a decent amount. There's no point in hooking that up. This is the coal that we need to hook up. Ideally. And a significant chance ended up being a wash. You're doing good? You see Frostpunk and had to see what it was about? Is it like Rimworld with ice? Kind of, not really. It's more like because this is more like City Skylines but ice. Very, very, very brutal Sim City but ice. But we have 300 heat stamps. Let's go ahead and let's get some stuff rolling here. Yeah, it's only Skyways, that's what I thought. Freight stuff. Workers' housing is not something we want to do. Maintenance duty would be nice as that brings down our material needs for squalor. Worker compensation. We can improve productivity, or workers we have on hand. Resources. We never picked up saws, which we probably should do at some point. Coal thing. Oh yeah, this makes coal out of material. Maybe something we get into picking up later if we have to. Waste heat conversion. Temperature or efficiency, those are nice. But I think right now the most important thing is going to be increasing installation efficiency here. And we'll have the Thinkers do it, who are, again, the only ones that are opposing us, and try and keep them happy. Let's get them working on that. It's going to be warmer starting now. Bam. Warmer temps. And now everyone is nice and toasty warm. So let's go ahead and reallocate temperature for everyone. Make sure this is allocated the way we want it to be allocated. I'll get installation on you. Still 63 weeks left. All right, we can get installation on you. Actually, more importantly than this one. Is this one. When you cancel, you don't get your heat stamps back. I keep forgetting that. So we just wasted 50 heat stamps. That's really annoying that when you cancel that project, you just lose them. It doesn't give you a heads up. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature. I don't know. But we need to go and get insulation going. With insulation being upgraded, we'll be in great shape here. As that'll start saving us on coal. But we need to get this housing online. With this housing built and a housing block in here, that'll be essentially everyone housed, and then we just need to really, really focus on getting disease down. So reducing disease will be our next big focus. While we still have people out and about in the Frostlands trying to solve this problem of us not having what we need to make cores. I cannot believe we still have not found what we need. We only have 2 that we're currently searching through. I think they're both moderates. That one's a moderate. If we get that one, that would be massive. And this one here, which is a low. And how many weeks is this? Like 30 still? 42 weeks left. Also known as not in time. So we might have lost this because we can't get the cores online. We just can't find them. 224 people just died. We are now in dire straits on the whole people not freezing to death problem. We're in dire straits. Yeah, it's getting catastrophic over here. Another medical hub. Is this a trust hub? It's a communication hub, yeah. Let's get a emergency medical hub here. We'll get another one over here. We'll get some more hospitals online soon, too. We'll do that in a bit. Very slow and steady here. I just want to keep pace on this. Alright, get installation started on you. Yeah, we'll have a big installation upgrade in a moment, and in doing so, we should start really catching up on how many people are sick and injured.
Outdoors.
3 days until we're out of food. That's not good. Okay, installation needs to be done here. We're going to do maximum shifts on this to increase that, and then we need to go and get ourselves. Oh boy, that's not enough. We need to get ourselves some hothouses over here. 820 weeks. We just need the hothouses built. We'll fix it. We'll just go hungry for a couple of weeks. It's fine. We'll still have food. We just won't have snacks. Just no snacks for a couple of weeks. We'll live. Alright, so that's some housing. We just need a little more housing and expand this, and we're done. Donner Pass! Oh boy, that's ominous. Landmark, nothing special. Fuel colony, we found it. Huge. Okay, so that was the last thing we were aiming to try and track down. Other than the IEC stuff, which I don't see any more things to focus on, like where we should be searching for them. So I think I hope these last 2 are just guaranteed. Just need to get them. But I don't know. What's our coal storage at? It is at an acceptable level. We can go ahead and have someone go grab these. Grab these resources. And then now... Oh, it's a failure. It just has goods. Oh my god. We literally can't find it. We literally can't find what we need to survive. It just doesn't exist. It's nowhere. We go here. It's got a little objective flag. Maybe that shows us where we need to go for the other ones. We literally just cannot find what we need. It just doesn't exist on the map. We're in so much trouble. bring down the heat on this. It's overheated. It's now insulated more. It's good. Gives us some more coal and more heat to allocate elsewhere. With the way it is, we are going to overdrive, which will pop everyone up to max here. With overdrive, we're going to dramatically reduce temp, and then bring temp up. And then with insulation, that'll be fine. We'll put extra heating in here to make this live. No, we actually want these warm. Allocate more heat. Here we go. Hey, Nixies, welcome back. Where have you been? Alright, so this over here is actually over-allocated heat-wise. I can't take more heat out, but there's too much heat allocated to it already, which is funny. So that means let's go ahead and let's turn this one off. This will be fine. You're doing good? Excellent. Alright, so now we have 20 weeks of coal until we're in trouble. And we'll have a stockpile of coal pop up in a second here. So we should have massive, 52 heat stamps per week now. Now we're talking. Indebted to the past. Dutiful youth. Fund the ceremony. 100%. We're going to do it. Best Bloods like it. It's going to cost us a little bit. 14.5. Wow, that's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. But I think we get a big boost to trust, I think, by doing that. Because it's the Dutiful Youth. We'll definitely do that. Okay. We have more Frostlanders. Let's continue to search. We have to keep searching. There's nothing else we can do. Holes over here. Holes over here. 21 weeks for this. 21 weeks for that. Just do this one. We can't do anything until we can't do anything until we find them. We're still searching. Still, the depleted cores, they're so far away. Why are they so far away? None of them are nearby. This is crazy. It feels as though that shouldn't be that far out. Seems insane to me. Alright, we'll get installation on you. We'll still hold off on food right now. It's, yeah, we're in trouble, but people aren't complaining about food yet. Let's focus on heating. Insulation is critical. If we get things to warm, it decreases disease. Right? We've got chili. Oh, one's cold. Oh yeah, but you'll be sorted in a second here. That's why I left you cold. It'll reduce the amount of disease. It'll increase the rate at which we can get people healed up to get us down to our less than 200 sick/injured individuals. It's gonna take a while. We're gonna need more hospitals for sure. We're gonna need more hospitals for sure. Let some more time pass. We still have 67 weeks until tension goes crazy. That's fine though. We've only got 66 weeks until it's a guaranteed game over anyway, so it's not a big deal. Unless something changes and we find the IEC stuff, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. That's a district. We need to chuck this in here at the top of the next week. We have more heat stamps. Speed up time a smidgen. Oh, no, we can't. Damage from Squalor. Okay, we got plenty of prefabs right now. We got more coming in, I think. Delivering coal and material. Perfect. There we go. Bam. So Squalor is going to start decreasing now. Crime should be, it's stable and low. Good. We'll go ahead and chuck a dense housing district in here. And then once we expand this district, we'll then have everyone housed. Or at least I think we will. Be darn close to. Alright, now we're starting to have food problems. People are just now starting to notice there's no food. Well, my snacks! We'll get that set up in a moment. I need like an extra 100 weeks at the rate we're going with finding the cores. I need an extra 100 weeks for the apocalypse. If we weren't playing with the apocalyptic whiteout, I think we could still pass this, the challenges. It's just we can't. These two are the ones that are conflicting more than anything else, honestly. The Beacon of Hope, I don't think is that much of an issue. I mean, granted, I say that, and we are like imminently close to losing. 330 more deaths, and we lose. Okay, 2 individuals can't fit in the housing. That's fine. Actually, we don't want to put that in there. We'll just go over here instead. In here we can put more hubs. So once this is expanded, we'll have that done. It's sorted. It's warm even regardless of that. Perfect. We'll have, once this insulation thing is done, we're going to be so toasty warm, it's going to be crazy. I should have promised everyone we'd heat them up first. Maybe we can do that right now. Let's turn off this heat. Everything is now nice and cold. Let's give it a second. We have 0 promises currently, right? We go to the Ice Bloods and we promise we're going to heat their homes. We go to the...
Steward.
Oh, you can only prioritize one at a time. That's fine. It's the biggest group. They've got 31% of the population anyway. That's fine. So we put that promise in to heat up the Ice Blood's house. Oh, just to only to livable? It's only livable, easy. Bam. Super toastify everything. There we go. 9 weeks. We just need to keep it superheated for 9 weeks. That's fine. Which I think we have enough time for with this. And then we'll have them happy, so that's good. We only prioritize one at a time. Sad.
Steward.
If they end up protesting, we're gonna have to promote them again, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. How close are we? 103 weeks? What do you mean we're almost out? Wild to say. Alright, so we'll buy a hothouse over here. Start working on food before this becomes a problem. We're going to search another area. The Lone Nightmare has been explored. What is this? Send a rescue party. We can get people. A line of crewed vehicles lie wedged within a crevasse. Our scouts can hear voices below. Trapped survivors probably surviving off supplies stored in the wagon. We can mount a rescue operation to save the men and the supplies. I mean, you say we can do both. Might as well do both, yeah? We'll see what other things there are here. Oh! Whoa, this is the settlement thing. Okay, yeah, hold on. This is an event that's like standing right next to us. That's crazy. Okay, perfect over here. 25 people have to get on that immediately. Because it's got a searching area marker. So we have to go search here. This is the edge of the map, mind you. We have searched almost the entirety of the map at this point. We have almost all the locations available to see if it has what we need. So this is going to have to be like a guaranteed spot, but we're down to 59 weeks. I don't know if this is going to happen. This convoy failed. It's only food. Oh my gods. Okay. We'll take the food. We are low on food. We'll take it. This was a low probability. That was a moderate probability. I mean, we might just be out of places that we can search. Like, this is insane. Oh, we need a rescue party of 10 people. We can grab that in a minute. Alright, let's go read through all these really quick. So this is a rescue operation. What is this? Dangerous oil well. The Gallian refinery. Galician refinery. The open flames of welding equipment can be seen mere strides away from crude oil in this disastrously managed mine. The workers all know it's only a matter of time until disaster strikes, each hoping to quit before the fateful day. The administrators have already run out of favor with the nearby Galician factory or refinery. They are willing to share the mine with us if we invest the prefabs necessary to keep the mine running. Alternatively, the workers could support us if we send guards and force them out. Repairing only requires 150. We can just do that. It's fine. We don't have the guards we need. What do we need here? Settlement unknown. How's it going, Stormy Snow? Welcome, welcome. Bunkhouses made from empty oil. Oh my goodness, empty oil barrels encircle the derelicts and distilleries of the old refinery. A fading Austrian-Hungarian eagle marks the original structure. Above the name, I don't know how to pronounce that. In a strange accent, the community elders say that they come from Galicia. They seem to have mastered an ingenious way of purifying oil into kerosene. The settlement furnaces occasionally fade and flutter, signs of wear. Some residents have asked to take us to the city. Others want our help replacing the furnace's core for oil. So, we need to prepare the furnaces first. Repair the furnaces is only prefabs. Okay, 2 cores. We have no cores. We can't do that. But we can at least go and get these 2 done in a minute, once we have some more boys available. So we'll go do that soon. We can go and insulate that next. Alright, so once that's done, every place is insulated once that's insulated. That's good. So we're building a hothouse. We're also insulating this location. Once that's done, we'll have more food, not enough food, but more food. And we will also have, hey, tension crisis averted. We'll have more food, not enough food, but more food. And we'll also have heating, so we'll be using less coal to keep people warm. We're going to increase coal and have all of this now be, actually no, we're going to bring it so it's all chilly. All work sites are chilly except for the places where we have the guys mining, or not mining, exploring the Frostlands. Because as soon as this is done in 3 weeks here, we'll go ahead and they'll move from chilly to livable. That'll happen in just a moment. And then we can move everyone up to warm after. But we are going to need to turn off this overdrive in a moment. We can't keep this up forever. There we go. With the hothouse installed. Oh no, did I just do the installation? It's being worked on? Good district under construction. I think the installation's under construction.
Steward!
Ah, there we go. We remember! Hooray! Tension down. Nice. Why can't I do this? Maybe we have to wait until it's done being constructed with installation. Alright, it's getting a little too close on the critical there. I want to hold out a little longer if we can. Just because this is going to save us. If we can hold out another week and change with this on overdrive, having everything else's installation sorted will help out a lot. Oh boy. We really are in trouble here. If we don't find those parts to build the core factory, we're hosed. Everything else is pretty stable at this point. We're just down to the wire on this getting this thing here. Cutthroat economy, paid essentials. We can do less or everyone fends for themselves. We're gonna do everyone fends for themselves, for sure. Sure. Now that we are charging for essentials, some unemployed families are unable to afford basic necessities. Too bad. Yeah, we have a lot of people that are not working. We have almost 20,000 people not working. We'll get it going as we get more heat stamps. We'll start building more factories and the like here in a moment. We'll start expanding like crazy. Just hang tight. Alright, so that's done. Get that going. Expand that 3. Get another hothouse online. Just give me more heat stamps. We'll start expanding like crazy in a minute. Start going like crazy in a minute here. There we go. That is done. Now everyone's in livable conditions. There we go. Everyone's in livable condition now. We'll just do livable for now. There we go. Perfect. So now we should see a dramatic decrease in disease and a lot of people healing. It's not fast enough for us to get that done before the whiteout appears. Beacon of Hope failed. Oh! What? Who died? How did they die? What did they die? Oh! I think we finished... Okay. That's unfortunate. I think we finished a, whatchamacallit? We finished searching one of the IEC locations that was fatal. It was the one at the far south location, I think. Or something. We did something that was fatal. And too many people died. It's warm enough. We had enough people in houses. Disease was low. Food isn't an issue yet in which we would have people dying. So I don't know why they died. I didn't see it fast enough. But that is the end of the run. The Beacon of Hope we failed on. Too many people died. We were doing actually really well. I think in the end, I mean, there was a touch and go part there for a quick moment, but we were doing pretty well for a quick moment there. The biggest thing we're running into right now is the apocalyptic whiteout and the depleted cores at the same time. Trying to get both tails running together is just so untenable. We just can't get it done in time. Finding the fragments necessary, the 3 fragments, and connecting them by trails to get them connected and running, we just can't get that done before the whiteout occurs. And because I'm rushing to try and get the cores done sooner, we end up having more people end up dying from the Beacon of Hope than ideal, right? I might just not have the skill, or maybe just not the know-how. Maybe my skill's fine, but I just don't understand the parts and pieces that are needed. We did jump straight into doing all tails at the same time. I'm confident we could do any combination of 2 of these, right? If we just had the beacon and whiteout, we could do that because we'd have cores, which would make it way easier for us to heat things up prior to falling apart, because we'd be able to find cores out in the Frostlands. If we did the apocalyptic whiteout and the depleted cores, we would be able to focus significantly more on just searching, as we would have less worry about people dying. We just need to have high population, so not the teaching hospitals, but the recovery hospitals, and just get population growth naturally growing on its own. And it wouldn't matter if people ended up dying like crazy doing dangerous searches. We could do literally deadly searches. So we could have more people searching and have it be more dangerous for them to search, right? We wouldn't need the scouting headquarters. We would just have the whatever the other headquarters is that gives us more Frostlanders. That's the only thing that we'd care about. And then we could search this faster. We searched majority of the territory and just had absolutely rotten luck with finding those cores. One of our previous runs, we didn't even have to search as far as we did, and we were able to find 2 out of the 3 with 2 significance that we were searching when the beacon death happened. So I don't know. We could either do another run on a lower difficulty on Stewart with all 3, or we could do Captain with one of these missing. If we just removed Apocalyptic Whiteout, I think we could do it. Or if we did it with, like, we could just do 2. I really want to do all 3 though on Captain difficulty, but I think I just don't understand I now understand the nuances of the Beacon of Hope, and I'm assuming I understand the Apocalyptic Whiteout. But what I don't know with the depleted cores is that once we get access to all of them, how long does it take to get the facility built? And then how many Frostlanders do we need to work there? Is there a way to increase the rate at which we get cores, or is it only 0.3 cores per week? I don't know. It's a lot of I don't knows. So you think on that. The other thing is, we can definitely try this with a different group, right? We played this one with the Foragers and the Mechanists, which worked out pretty well. But we could try the Thinkers and the Lords, or we could go back to the Laborers and Merchants, or we can do random again. Just, why not? Have I taken a look at the RimWorld Odyssey yet? I've taken a look at it, but we have not played it. We'll play it eventually, though. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to go ahead and end it here today. As I do need to get up ridiculously early again tomorrow. Gosh darn it. I cannot wait. 2 weeks from now, we'll be back to our normal schedule, but not this week and not next week. Next week, we're going to be missing 2 streams, too. Wednesday and Thursday next week. There'll be no streams. I will be out of town. And then we'll be back to our normal schedule at the end of the month. Finally. Holy. It's been messing with me. But we'll go ahead and we'll try another run tomorrow. I'm just going to think on what... how we want to do it, how we want to revise it. I think we need, like, our strategy is pretty close to perfect, I think. We just need to fine-tune a few things. We learned a few things from people in the comment section watching the YouTube VODs, which has helped me understand how to, like, further fine-tune what we're doing. So I think we can increase our heat stamp production and prefab production with that. We might be able to... I just need to redesign the layout. The way that we've been laying out stuff, where it's been kind of like houses in the center and spreading out all production really far out, I think we need to tighten those in a little bit more just to make sure we have heat being transferred between districts. We might even want to look into the excess heat being pushed for heating districts around extraction facilities. That might be something we need to do. We'll see. Anyway, that's something for tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a good morning, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you tomorrow for the start of our next run of Frostpunk 2. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.